back to another installment in 24 Eyes in Conversation with series. This time I'm sitting down here virtually with Ramon Duivenvoorden, 24 Eyes Chief Commercial Officer. Ramon, thank you for joining virtually. How are you doing in Amsterdam?
I'm doing all right. I'm the weather's good here finally, and I'm looking forward to actually travel back home to Los Angeles, where my house is. So
I do recommend coming back to Los Angeles, and for the viewers at home, fun fact, I'm currently in Los Angeles, in fact, in Ramon's living room, where Ramon is not. So that's just a fun effect of the COVID-19 crisis right there. Ramon, thank you for having me at your house.
it looks very nice with all the furniture in the background, right?
I know, you did that.
I have a very minimalistic living style, as you can all see.
So Ramon, in your recent blog, you talk about a number of principles that 24i adheres to when it comes to building apps and products around apps. Can you explain these?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that some of the key things I pointed out in my blog, and this all has to do with the fact that we're really trying to create a platform that has flexibility and mass customization at its core. One of the key things we're doing is we don't get too obsessed by one particular technology or tool set. Because whatever might be the best solution out there right now might not be in a year from now. And I think that's one of the key things, that when you're building great technology and when you're trying to build a product, a lot of people get locked into their technology stack, and we really try and build everything as a microservice so that we can swap it out and put something else back in. Another thing is that customization in general is, I think, absolutely critical in this day and time. I think that a lot of people, they have similar needs, but they always have some unique things that drive their business. And we're really building our product in a way that allows people to actually go on and customize things so they can get that value out. Finally, I think that one of the key things that I've seen going wrong in this industry since forever is the way that people build products that typically tend to branch off whenever you start to customize. And we really created a product that allows us to customize the applications, the video services of our clients in a way that, even though you have your very specific payment flow, or you have some features that other people don't have, you will still be getting the upgrades and the updates from our core platform. And even though this all sounds extremely reasonable and logical, from my experience, this is something that's actually really, really hard to do.
Can you kind of give an example of how this works in practice?
Just an example, right? So recently we had a client that wanted to switch over their entire payment flow to basically drive their entire business through donations. So they were adopting a non-for-profit model. And this is actually, even though it doesn't sound that crazy, it's a pretty difficult thing to do, because there are very strict requirements for businesses accepting donations. And so we needed to create an entirely custom payment flow for them. And this was something that, due to the way that our product works, we were able to do in a very short period of time, with literally minimal customization and impact on the integrity of the overarching product. And this is just one very small example, but we have tons of them. I would say that every client that we have probably uses between 80 and 95% of the core features, because everybody that's going to run a video service is pretty much going to need a lot of the basic building blocks. But in the end, everybody also has some customer requirements that they need to cater to. And we're going out of our way to actually make that happen and make that possible.
So I wanted to ask you about microservices and why do they matter so much to us and what we do?
So what we've seen is that a lot of people, they want to go out to the market, they want to basically benefit from the productization of a product that's proven, tested, but we also then go the next step. And really what enables that is those microservices and the ability to take out specific pieces from our product and replace them with custom components. The beauty about our product stack is that we don't really tell clients like, hey, you've got to take everything 24i. No, we've built a platform that we call the video experience platform that is really driven by the user experience. And we do offer several components in that platform. So we have some things, for example, living in the backend as microservices. And we'll really leave it up to the customer and what the customer needs are, whether our solutions or third-party solutions are the best ones to support the client business case in the best possible manner.
Finally, just because you have to ask a question about COVID-19 these days, have you seen service providers adding new business models as a result of COVID-19?
Absolutely. I think that one of the key things that we've seen happening now is that clearly there has been a big adoption of subscription on-demand services, because a lot of the live content of course, hasn't been able to be recorded for quite a while. And we see that a lot of services are now really using the power of social media and basically create events around the on-demand content that pretty much creates a live experience out of it, to basically create a sense of togetherness around the content and within the community. And I think that's actually a really interesting development in the market, and something that we from the 24i side have immediately responded to in really trying to make sure that we support these events for our clients.
That probably concludes our questions for now. Is there any kind of final note that you wanted to add?
Listen, I think that 24i, like many other companies in this space, is working and frankly very privileged to be in an industry that in this difficult time is seeing such growth. And I think for us right now, again, to be able to work closely with our communities, with our clients, and hopefully do our part in bringing entertainment and news and hopefully very soon sports to the people. That's something that we're excited about. And I think that the key topic that we've discussed today about that flexibility is really something that sets us apart, and that ultimately also gives us, I think, a very good position in times like these to be responsive and to try out new things, to bring new features to the market quickly. And we're just glad to see that our customers are doing well.
All right, so Ramon, thank you very much for sitting down with me today here virtually from your own house. Hopefully you get to come back here in the very near future. To everyone who is watching this out in LinkedIn world or wherever you are watching this, stay safe out there, and I hope that this has been interesting and informative to you, and hope that you tune in to the next one. I'm Craig Kears from 24i. This is Ramon Duivenvoorden from 24i. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Craig.
All right, thanks, Ramon. Bye.